Jeffrey Smith, brought to you by the Gary Community Schools Corporation. All right, everybody, we're back 4 minutes after the hour. Wonderful Wednesday. It's the 26th of April, 2023, and of course, this is Wake Up the Eye with Jeffrey Smith. And you've been hearing me talk about this for the past couple of days now. We started talking about it last week, in which one of our wonderful sponsors, who we always tell you supports us as far as weather and water and traffic, that National Hookup of Black Women Incorporated, Northwest Indiana. We told you the lovely ladies were heading down to DFW to go to a national convention, and we could only imagine what that was like. Texas, one of our favorite places. They get a little bit of a respite, but of course they were putting their heads together, coming up with the 2023 agenda. And as promised, they came back here, and they are going to come on this show. They're here. I told you I was teasing them that they were going to come on, and they are in studio right now. And so with that being said, they look like they absolutely had amazing time. But I want to say welcome back, ladies. What's going on?
Oh, awesome.
Pull the mic a little closer to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We are glad to be back, although we did enjoy being amongst our sisters.
Yeah.
As you know, there are 21 chapters
Right.
in the organization. So we had the opportunity to get together and conduct the business as far as with our national organization, so that we can go ahead and continue to further the national mission.
Absolutely. Where's the national headquarters based out of?
It's based out of Illinois.
Oh, it's close to here, but you've got chapters obviously in like.
We do. We are the Northwest Indiana chapter.
Yeah.
There's a total of 21 chapters in the state.
Yeah.
And so every year we have different, we get together. All the chapters are under one roof at that time.
Now that you are in, of course, is the lady that I always cite during the course of identifying her as the sponsor and that lovely group during the weather, and that is Miss Sonda, Vasquez, Executive Director of National Hookup Black Women Incorporated, Northwest Indiana. But she's not alone. She has another young lady who I'm sure is over there partaking in the events down in the DFW over the weekend. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience.
I am Kizzie. I am the chair of the gala.
Yeah. Now, what does that mean? The chair of the gala. What is that?
I'm just on the whole program. Just
Okay.
put it in place.
Yeah. And so you went down to the DFW as well.
I did. I'm one of the newest member in the chapter.
Yeah.
So I'm having an amazing time.
Yeah.
I had an amazing time at DFW in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yes.
And the sisters are amazing. Like, they didn't even know me, but they act like they've been knowing me for a long time.
It's a sisterhood deal. That's it. Now, you say you were one of the new class, the inaugural members who just got in. I know somebody who was part of that class that got in with you. What were your expectations? Because I know there are a lot of people that listen to me talk about the National Hookup of Black Women every day. And when Sonda does take time out of her busy schedule to come in and get an opportunity to hear a lot of the great things they're doing, and I'm always pushing that scholarship. It was my first time going to that event. It was top notch. That scholarship dinner in which you saw the scholars getting that money and to see the look on their parents. And as I said, I don't have any children myself, but I remember giving a look to my parents. When you kind of look and you see that student give that look to his or her parents, and it's like, this is what it was all about. You got to the finish line. So that was that event I got to go to. It was well attended, well catered. The food was amazing. But what were your expectations coming in? How did you hear about the National Hookup Black Women Incorporated, and what were your thoughts about going into it?
Well, before I joined, I was like,
Yes.
So when I went on going to top notch.
Yes.
Amazing. I had an amazing time. Like I said, the entertainment was nice, the scholarship. It's either the expectation of that.
Right.
So my expectation was, well, that's what make sure you come in right.
Yeah.
Make sure you come in modestly and get job.
No, and when you add your friends, obviously live in a community that has a lot of fraternities, a lot of sororities, a lot of social organizations, but I think there's something unique about a service organization in which women, or even men, if there's one out here, but in particular this one, which women are getting together. All of you all are busy women, you're raising families, you got your own risk going on, but somehow you're unified by this kind of service that you're out here doing, and and now go out here and not only put scholarships into scholars' hands, but also go out here and do service to the community. Yeah.
Yes, we do. Roll up our sleeves. We help in the city.
Yeah.
We interact with the community.
Go ahead.
That was going to say, it is definitely unique. The heart has to be in it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with the National Hookup Black Women, is that we are definitely women with an array of experience.
Yeah.
We bring that skill set together, and we go ahead and we move forward in impacting the lives of the families in Northwest Indiana. And of course, not just in Northwest Indiana, because we are a national organization.
Right.
So lives are being changed and transformed throughout the United States.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, we're talking with the National Hookup Black Women Incorporated, Northwest Indiana. I want to find out right now about Dallas, because of course, listen, that props to you and your crew for going out there. I know you, Sonda. I know what you do. I know what your day is like. I'm sure you deserve a little respite to kind of get away and have a bond with your sister, but also just get away from because you're over here in Northwest Indiana and your day job, so you're all over the place. So tell us about the theme. Tell me about what was that like? What was the agenda, and what were some of the things that you all accomplished?
Standing in the gap was our theme for this year, and that's exactly who we are.
Yeah.
We are standing in the gap for families, and so of course, we were in sessions each day,
right.
And there were actually sessions that actually equipped us and empowered us to continue forward in the work that we do in the community.
Yeah. So there were breakout sessions. I'm sure there was a kind of overall kind of national talk, and then you all went to your breakout sessions.
We did have some sessions where it requires some sisterhood activities.
Yeah.
But we did most importantly get out to the business.
Yeah. What were some of the things you all talked about going forward? What were some of the things that you kind of and accomplished, kind of talked about? And what were some of the things, if you could tell us a little bit about some of the things that you all had to do, and maybe you had to do?
Well, this is the thing right here. We get into some of the things that we may not have enjoyed. We know what our national agenda is, and of course, that each chapter has to get local needs assessments within their communities, because as you know, we have the 21 chapters in the United States. However, in Texas, there may be a different need that it is in Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
But also, when you come together amongst the rest of the sisters, you may also be able to take on something that you may not have had.
Right.
In your area, it may be beneficial as well.
Yeah.
So you're at an opportunity to be able to swap those ideas and then to, go ahead and test them out and see if they'll work in your community as well.
Yeah, see, that's what I would kind of envision, because, there's something unique about a national convention, and all of you all are operating your chapters, as you said, in your own little regional space. And what might be going on in DFW, what might be going on in Illinois, what might be going on in the Carolinas or wherever, it's going to be a little different. And so do you get that, you also get that opportunity to kind of workshop with each other. You find out what they're doing in their community and hear what you're doing, and you can kind of put ideas together. Was there a lot of bonding? Was there a lot of that going on in the exchange of ideas?
Yes, there was some bonding.
Yeah.
You had sisters, as you see our sister Kizzie here, which is one of our newer members in the chapter. But however, she felt so welcomed.
Yeah.
Because that's who we are.
Yeah.
And so you are welcome to the sisterhood, and there is definitely some time of bonding.
Yeah, I could imagine. Let's go to you, Kizzie. I mean, as you said, this is your first go around, and now you're going to the national convention. You had the opportunity to just see the magnitude of the organization as a whole. When you see the other chapters or so that show up, what did you get from that convention?
What I got from the convention was they made sure, not only did they make sure that you understood what National Black Hookup was meant.
Yeah. What did that mean?
Down.
Yeah.
They meant like standing in the gap.
Yeah.
Like we're the one that missing piece. Like if you needed something, they're the one that they say saying, I'm a sister keeper.
Right.
They are a sister keeper.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you talk about standing in the gap, and I think I'm just kind of clarifying for the audience, because we hear this all the time, whether it be insurance or things like that. A lot of times, all needs are not met, and there are people and there are who kind of fall in the cracks, as it were. And you all are one of those organizations that goes out here and tries to provide resources where there might not be access to, or at least connect with the information and things of that nature. And so you are filling in the gap for people who might otherwise kind of fall through it. So I think that's what putting out here again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you an example. Like when we went to Dallas Fort Worth, their project was to help homeless.
Yeah.
Like it's a laundromat that was out there that they shut it down just for homeless to come in and wash their clothes.
In Dallas.
And they would, yes.
Okay.
And they went over there and they helped out.
Mm-hmm.
They just helped out.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Yes,
So
they interact with the homeless. They didn't make them feel no less.
right.
Like they was better than they just came in and
Yeah,
helped.
I got you.
Yes.
So, what were some of the things that, as you came out there and as you ladies kind of, met and did your little breakout sessions, what were some of the things that you all kind of came up as a national agenda that you wanted to try to accomplish going into the year as you all went back to your respective homes?
I'm going to say this right here because our speaker, our Fannie Lou Hamer speaker on that.
Nice, Fannie Lou
morning,
Hamer. We love her on
yes,
this show.
Judge Kelly. One thing she said right here, and I think that this sums it up for us as we went ahead and we were getting ready to return to our respective homes. She said that we had to put our armor on, put our full armor on,
Yeah,
put our boots on, and get ready for war.
yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say to sum it up. Because that tells us that we have to be about the business,
Yeah.
the national mission,
Yeah.
which is to advocate for women and their families to improve their life through support of the arts, culture, education, health, wellness, and human service programs.
I like that, Sonda. Very good stuff. Now let's bring it a little bit closer to home. Of course, you all have some activities coming up here
Yes.
locally, and so I know you were here to talk about that. Let's go ahead and hear about those.
All right. Here we are again, and I'm glad you were speaking about our gala that you attended.
Yes.
And you had the opportunity to see that young people were awarded scholarships.
Yeah.
And so it's very important for our sponsors to actually be able to see where some of the funds are going.
Yeah.
On June 3rd,
Wow. Right around the corner.
2023,
Yes.
from 3 o'clock p.m. at the Chateau. We will be having our Making Educational Dreams a Reality
Yeah.
Scholarship and Programs Gala. And so, of course, at this event, we will be again showcasing our young recipients at this point, awarding those scholarships.
Yeah.
There are various levels of sponsorships at this point, so there is still time. For one, there is time to add in as well.
Yeah.
We have full-page ads that are $100, half-page ad $50. There is still time. Those ads can be sent to nhbwindiana@gmail.com, and that deadline is April 30th. However, the funds can be submitted to P.O. Box 64956, Gary, Indiana 46401.
Yeah.
You can reach out to 219-617-3145. We do have sponsorship levels: platinum, which is $1,500.
Yeah.
Gold, which is $1,000. Silver, which is $750.
Yeah.
And then you have your bronze for $500. And some of the things that's included, just like for example, for the platinum, you receive 8 guest seating.
Right.
At the event. You get a full-page ad, and also there's media signage that goes with that as well, which is great for your business.
Yeah.
And that's just an example. Tickets are still available until May 7th. Tickets are $50. If you are interested in purchasing a ticket, you may reach out to 219-617-3145.
Yeah.
Again, 219-617-3145. Or send an email to nhbwindiana@yahoo.com. It is very critical because, of course, we talk about that our young people are our future generation, and we can continue to speak that, but now we have to put forth some action.
Yeah.
So when you are purchasing a ticket to this event, you're investing in their lives.
Absolutely.
When you submit a sponsorship, you're pouring into their lives. You're impacting their lives in some kind of way. And then, of course, with us being a nonprofit, this also helps us because even though that our programs are free to the community,
Yeah.
we have to be able to obtain the funds from somewhere.
Right, right. And so, once again, this event is very top notch, and I'm just saying it not because you're here, because I went last year and I really enjoyed myself. Yes. And I came back and I did tell the story, just about, I think because I had a couple of friends who had some of their children, some of their scholars who were recipients. Yes. But I just can't get over that look of satisfaction. And as I said, all of us have been through it, and I know you've been through it as a parent and things like that. And that is when you see or you hear the accomplishments or read about those scholars once they got their scholarships, and then to see the look on the parents and you see them look back at their parents, and it was just like this one moment where it all made sense. The kid is looking at his mom, is like, I know when you were grounding me or when you said this and all this, I know you're looking out for me, and then the parents are looking up so proud. So it is a very beautiful event. Is it closed for the scholarship applicants? I mean, is there still time for those?
Well, at this time, it has closed out on April 14th, and the committee is now at the point of making decisions.
Yeah.
And as you know, we don't just award one scholarship, but at this event, we generally have 6 scholars at this event.
From schools all over the region. That was what was so cool.
Throughout Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
So it is not just, in one area.
No.
It's Northwest Indiana because we are the Northwest Indiana chapter.
No, I know. There were people from Crown Point, Lake Central. I mean, it's very...
we had
cool.
Gary, we had Munster, we had them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
So absolutely amazing. Once again, go ahead and tell us about the sponsorship levels, because people need to understand that there's a deadline that is associated with that. Matter of fact, it's next Friday, if I'm correct. All right, May 6th, correct?
May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th is the deadline to have your sponsorships in.
Right.
And also, however, if you are going to go ahead and donate a sponsorship, you need to have your ads in to us by the 30th, because we have to go ahead and get everything formatted so we can, send to print at this point. So we do have a timeline in place. Our sponsorship levels are platinum, which are $1,500. It includes 8 guest seating at the event, media signage, and a full-page color ad.
Yeah.
Also, gold is $1,000. You'll receive a 3/4 page ad, which is color, 5 guest seating, and media signage as well. And then we have a silver, which is $750. It includes a half-page colored ad.
Right.
3 guest seating at the event and media signage. And then our bronze, which is $500. It includes a 1/4 page color ad, 2 guest seating, and media signage as well. And we do have patron friend, which is $250. It includes 1 ticket to our event, and you'll receive recognition at the event as well.
Nice.
And tickets are $50.
Absolutely. And for people who are submitting ads, do they have to already have them pre-formatted and pre-made?
Yes, they should be camera ready.
Okay, absolutely.
So send them to nhbwindiana@yahoo.com, and you can send any donations to P.O. Box 64956, Gary, Indiana 46401, and of course it would be to the National Hookup of Black Women, Northwest Indiana chapter.
Now, of course, you're growing very fast, as Kizzie just talked about. She was part of the new inaugural class. For women out here that are possibly driving around or listening or hearing about this organization for the first time, and say, you know what, this is something I can really get on board with going forward. Not only will I support this event coming up, but you know what, I want to be a part of this. I want to I want to get involved. How does that work? What's the process? Is there a recruitment drive that happens annually? How does one become a National Hookup of Black Women Incorporated Northwest Indiana member?
At this current time, we do have open membership at this current time as well. If there is anyone that's interested in serving, because we are looking for, women that have a passion to serve, they may reach out at 219-617-3145, 219-617-3145, so that we can have a conversation and see how we can be a fit for each other so that we can serve the families in the community.
Well, I like it. I like what I heard today, ladies, and I definitely appreciate you, and we're going to make sure that we can get more people to get people involved, because those sponsorships, as you said, don't necessarily pay for themselves. And I can just tell you, as an eyewitness, as somebody there, that the money goes directly into these scholars' hands, and they use it accurately. I mean, when I heard about some of the majors that some of these young people were about to go into, and some of the colleges, I knew that money was going to help about big time. And so it is a very rewarding exercise to go out here and become sponsors. So we'll make sure you do this. Ms. Kizzie, it was good to meet you. I want you, any last words before we get out of here? What do you want to say?
Just anyone that's looking to come aboard, just come aboard with your sleeves rolled up and ready to roll. Ready to work to serve our community.
Absolutely. And then, Sonda, any parting words?
The parting words are, listen, the gala is coming close.
It's coming close. Can you
It's
believe
close.
that?
It's right around the
June
corner.
3rd.
June 3rd.
Yes.
June 3rd at 3 o'clock p.m. at the Chateau in Maryville.
Yes.
And you will have an awesome time. You will not regret it. On top of the fact is that you're pouring into the lives of these young people. And so I will say again, our contact information, 219-617-3145, or you may reach out to nhbwindiana@yahoo.com.
Same DJ?
She has another event,
Oh, okay.
but it is one of her colleagues in the industry
Okay.
that she actually referred to us.
Yeah, because it was off the chain last time.
Yes, absolutely. And it will be a wonderful experience this year as well.
Yeah, and the food, don't even get me
Yes,
started.
and tickets are still available.
Yeah.
Reach out. You can still get a ticket, $50 ticket donation at this point, and you will be satisfied.
Sonda, this was absolutely amazing. We appreciate your support. Of course, we support you. It was nice meeting you. Good job, you all. And we're gonna be pulling for that gala, and we're gonna be there.
Yes. Thank you for your support.
We appreciate it. All right, tell you what we're gonna do. We're